Today is the day the Ripple and SEC's undisclosed meeting is set to take place, and Ripple and the SEC are going to meet for an undisclosed reason. Now this is important because the most prominent topic that people are bringing up is the fact that the SEC and Ripple are going to talk about the settlement terms in today's meeting. In fact, this comes as the full committee hearing on the oversight of the SEC Commission is set to take place on Tuesday, April 10th, and of course, the Financial Service Committee is quite angry from them. The exact hearing is going to be public, so you can feel free to add it to your calendar and watch it live. In fact, even the Financial Service Committee Chairman, Patrick McHenry, and Annie Wagner sent a letter to the SEC Chairman, Mr. Gary Gensler, slamming him and the Commission for ignoring its capital formation mission during his tenure. He also stated that they demand the SEC government to revise its rulemaking agenda. So yes, there is some anger that Gary Gensler is going to be facing from Congress and from the Financial Service Committee. But that's not all. In fact, a prominent lawyer within the XRP and Ripple community stated that he believes the lawsuit for Ripple and the SEC is going to end on or before May 6th of 2023. So it would make perfect sense if a settlement were to actually take place, as not only would it be within the 6th of May timeframe, but it also would make sense because of the fact that the meeting that is going to happen today between Ripple and the SEC is most likely going to be discussing the fact of settlement. In fact, in today's video, we are going to release to you guys some of the craziest news within regards to the Ripple SEC settlement that is going to absolutely blow your mind. But before we do that, we ask that you please smash the like button because we're trying to hit 500 likes, you subscribe to the channel as we make our journey to 20,000 subscribers, and you share this video to your friends and family because not only is it crazy news, but it's also breaking news. Drop a comment in the comment section, I'll be reading and responding to every single comment, and that being said, let's jump right into the video. This is breaking news because the new XRP price prediction is actually at $550. So if I use this in the title, here is where it's coming from, and here's the mathematical and the informative reason as to why this value is going to happen and where it's coming from. So in a tweet here by Hodlit 25 Hours Awake states that when Ripple announces a settlement, the price is going to soar to all-time high and past the all-time high as well. And then of course, it is predicted that 72 hours later, exchanges are going to relist XRP. Those include all the major exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken. Now, of course, there's going to be also a ton of new listings of XRP on all the minor exchanges and all the other exchanges as well, which is going to make the price explode. Then, after some price movement and chart movements as well, we will see the price of XRP predicted to settle around $30 to $40. Again, massive jump from the current XRP price prediction, and this is all going to happen within a 72-hour time frame. It also states that Ripple is going to begin announcing its US-based customers like the Bank of America, which has clearly stated that they are going to be partnering with Ripple right upon completion of this lawsuit. And then once the actual products go live and the banks go live with XRP, it is predicted to see XRP hit $550. And now that we've got this out of the way, let's keep on going. Guys, there's actually some breaking news. So it's just been revealed that the Ripple lawsuit by the SEC has actually been influenced by JP Morgan. As you guys can see here in a tweet by Mr. Hubbard, he states that we are now at the point where we know that the SEC has communicated with JP Morgan about Ripple in the process of filing the lawsuit. This is of course a quote tweet to the original tweet which states FOIA update regarding any communications the SEC had with JP Morgan about Ripple and or XRP. The SEC says they have received the search results and are reviewing them, disappearingly a large number of records requiring confidential treatment with JP Morgan. And as you guys can see, in another case, JP Morgan, the documents related to the SEC Ripple lawsuit has been postponed again, and the SEC is refusing to release them. They're now saying the end of March is where they're going to actually release. But even since, the March month passed, we're now in April, and still nothing has been released. So it just shows you guys that they are really in fear of releasing those documentation, and that most likely, again, they're going to face a lot of pressure on April 18th when they're forced to talk about it. Now, before we move forward, I want to remind you guys of metalcrypto.com, where you can buy a personalized metal crypto coin like the freaking cool looking Ripple XRP coin with case. And if you want a newer style, they actually have the XRP coin with case, and they both come in gold and or silver, so you actually get to choose if you want them in gold and silver. Now, of course, you also have a bunch of other cryptocurrencies you can choose from, like Stellar XLM, my second favorite cryptocurrency, USDT, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Polkadot, Cardano, Ethereum, and the list goes on and on. And of course, you will get yourself a juicy 10% off if you do use the link in the description. So make sure you guys go on to metacrypto.com, get yourself a juicy Ripple XRP coin with case, and let's get back to the video. Today, April 18th, marks a major day for the RippleNet system, which uses the XRP ledger and XRP. RippleNet enabled Money Tap, adopted by 3 Japanese banks today, and they are going to be officially integrated. Now, this is actually some major news because, the SBI Remit Code application Money Tap, which is powered by the RippleNet, has just been adopted by Yamaguchi Bank, Momiji Bank, and Kitiasha Bank. I think that's how you say them. And Money Tap is a person-to-person money transfer service. Ripple and SBI Bank first announced the RippleNet-enabled mobile app in March 6, 2018 through a Japanese bank, Quartzsum, containing 61 bank, which covers 80% of all banking assets in Japan. Japan is the 3rd largest economy in the world. This, guys, shows you the potential of the RippleNet system and how much money is going to be flowing into XRP in the upcoming future. One of the best clips that you guys have to watch is this one, which is a tweet by digital asset investor saying, "Don't apologize for being enthusiastic about XRP and its bigger potential. Words mean things. Call me crazy or conspiracy theorist all you want, but I've listened. I believe Ripple has told the truth all along. Some have lost faith and think everyone should lower expectations, and that's fine for them, but it doesn't mean I have to. I'm a believer. I believe there's much more in play than meets the eye or is publicly known. Maybe it's my Georgian arrogance. By the way, when do the NDAs all expire? Question mark." I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip for you guys, and we'll be right back.
XRP then? Yeah, no, that's a good question, Mahir. And I don't necessarily know that we'll ever distribute all of it. In my mind's eye, there's a possibility where, we end up more of a lending kind of, more of a lender of last resort capacity maybe. I think that would be a little strange for a software company, and maybe some things would have to change structurally. Maybe we have to have a different organization or something. Who knows, right? But as these capital markets develop, as liquidity develops, there are going to be folks who, if they want to provide liquidity in the asset, don't want to necessarily own the asset because that puts them in harm's way for price movements.
10 years out on the financial crisis, we still don't have the infrastructure perhaps to prevent the next one. And I think this is where digital assets can really help, because an efficient digital asset can really solve some of the key problems in global liquidity. The world's got trillions and trillions of dollars tied up in liquidity just to get around how clunky the movement of value is around the world. If with a really efficient digital asset, something like XRP, and that's what we believe will be the most efficient, you can now reduce trillions and trillions of capital from being tied up. So you can make those transfers instantly as a bank or as a payment provider, as an enterprise, without having to have money pre-positioned all over the world.
So, no, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room, is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance.
Because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
And the last key attribute of a healthy liquid market is really resilience, and that is getting at the ability for a market to recover from a significant systemic event. So if there was some sort of a market shock, the ability for order books to get back to normality and tighten back to similar prices to where they were prior to that event relatively quickly. And so all of those attributes are very important to a healthy liquid market.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well, I think what we're doing and executing on a day-by-day basis is in fact taking over SWIFT. We've now signed up well over 100 banks. Some of the largest SWIFT-enabled banks in the world are now using Ripple's technology.
Because I've always believed from the minute I read the consensus, the white paper on the consensus mechanism for XRP, I believed it had the capability of changing the world. And, I've had conversations with, Chris Larson and Arthur and David around the fact that it is, I think, transformational software that we kind of owe it our best effort to get it to where it belongs and where it deserves to be. So, being part of a team that's focused on doing that and, literally doing something that's never been done before, it's pretty cool.
But I think then where the digital assets fit in, like things like XRP and Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're kind of in that mid-range. They become, I think, like the Singapore dollar or the Swiss franc, and they become useful in, kind of lubricating the world to make it easier for those big four to get in the hands of people all around the world.
Remember, I'm from the legal department. I'm supposed to be very conservative about these things. I don't want to go into great details about
Maybe
the
I should take what the IMF is going to do. I think we stunned Ross into silence with that one.
For that to happen, okay, under the current legal framework, some country would have to use a crypto asset as its currency.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure you smash the like button. Let's try and hit 500 likes, as well as subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below in the comment section. As well as follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoGeekNews, Instagram at CryptoGeekYT. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.